Hey legends, how are you all? I thought this one was a good one to show you guys. I suppose a little bit of spec and information on the chops for the 300s, including payload, available payload in a car like this. This is a GX 300 series converted into a dual cab ute through creative conversions. It's a 700mm chassis extension, a dual cab chop. We've got our 1900 Pro Touring Canopy on the back, made by Norweld Australia up in Cairns. This is pretty much the standard layout that you see on almost all of our chopped 300s or 200s in the past. As this car sits with me in it, it weighs 3.85 tonne. That is really, really impressive. There is a lot of stuff in the back here. There's a 20 horsepower Suzuki long shaft outboard in there. There's the big 2000 watt RS3 inverter from Red Arc. We've got a 200 amp lithium back there as well, and all the usual Red Arc Red Vision electronics. 130 litre upright Bushman fridge freezer, little Suzuki genuine fuel tank as well. There's also the long range Brown Dover's tank underneath. It's about half full, and there is also a 58 litre water storage unit underneath the tray. That's about half full. Actually, no, that's completely full. So to give you an idea, that's 3.85 tonne. This has a 4495 GVM, leaving you with what's that, about 700 kilos of payload remaining. So chuck your van on the back, you're going to zap up about 300 kilos, maybe up to 350 kilos. You're still left with around, 350 kilos to chuck in the rest of the car. So bit of stuff in the canopy and everyone inside the cabin. Driving that on a car license, that is impressive. Like, that is quite a heavy tinny too. That's a Creek Master. It's about 120 kilos up there. So you can obviously opt for a lighter tinny. You save another 20 kilos roughly, 25 kilos. You could go with a lighter outboard as well. But yeah, just to give you an idea, that's the sort of payload you're talking with a car like that on a car license. That is so cool. You can tow, with this thing loaded to 4.5 tonne, you'll actually be able to tow about 3.7 tonne still. So this has had a performance upgrade as well, the big heat exchanger unit through Just Autos, and it's quite impressive. It drives really well. So it's a steel bull bar on the front, a winch up there too, all the J-Max Alphas in there, Almac boat loader, and a Boss 270 awning as well. All our usual bits and pieces. These are our brackets that we make in-house. It all sort of marries up just perfectly. We've got this down to a little fine art, this system. So as you can see, on the 200 series, we used to have a tank at the back here. We can still do that on the 300 series, but what we've sort of opted to do as a standard is just increase the fuel tank capacity midway. So halfway through the car, we've got an increased fuel tank on this side underneath. You can see there, that's a Brown Davis tank in there. So this has a fuel capacity of 210 litres, which is, that's pretty good fuel. You can go up, we can add another 150 litres at the back to take it up to 360 litres combined. That's what I had on our chop, and I filled both of them up quite often. But keeping it lightweight, if you want to increase your payload, you need to not carry as much liquid. That is just so cool. I just thought I'd give you a run through on that. It's a GX, so it's got the vinyl interior, which is actually so cool. You should be able to opt that on way more cars, to be honest. Vinyl flooring, UHF. It's a little bit more basic in here. There's no obviously fridge freezer and stuff like that, but it's more like that's a soft touch sort of vinyl instead of the leather on there. This is a hard plastic instead of a soft pad in the GX. It's actually what you want in a four-wheel drive. Comes standard with the snorkel, obviously. They sound a little bit differently. I think the GX, it doesn't quite have as much sound deadening and insulation in the cab, so you can hear a little bit more road noise and exhaust and engine noise. compared to the VXs and the GR Sports. But I'm pretty sure the infotainment is exactly the same as a GXL. It's got everything you actually need for touring. So for those guys out there trying to decide between models, the GX is actually a really good platform. It still has daytime running lamps. It's got the same headlights as a GXL. What a killer car. That is, like, seriously, if you're going to plan on doing a lot of off-roading, sand work, muddy work, the GX is the car to go with. You can add diff locks to these as well. Anyway guys, let us know what you think. We'd dig it.